Hi, welcome to the Gear Garage. My name is Zach, and this is my little internet show about whitewater stuff. And in this episode, I want to do a quick review of this Mustang Survival Khimera PFD for whitewater applications. Mustang Survival, for those of you that don't know, is a Canadian-based company. They make dry suits and wetsuits and all kinds of stuff for government and sailing, and they're starting to get into recreation. And they designed this PFD, I believe, for like sailing ships, for ocean-going vests, maybe for like flat water sup. And it's pretty cool. It's very comfortable. It's pretty minimal. So as just like a great PFD for those of you that are doing stuff on flat water, it's awesome. It has 7.5 pounds of flotation naturally. I would call that like active flotation or passive flotation. I don't know what I call it. But it has 7.5 pounds of flotation if you just fall out. And if you pull this little thing, an air thing pumps up and you have 20 pounds. So this thing uses a CO2 cartridge to add flotation to it. And for me, that's super cool. If I'm walking around the deck of a ship and I fall out into the ocean, I'm like, oh, I'm in the ocean, I need more flotation. I have the presence of mind to pull this and I have flotation. It's awesome. If I'm supping in the middle of a lake, like Lake Tahoe, and I'm in the middle, and I fall off, I have this minimal PFD on, it's not really bugging me during the day, but I fall off, I have a little flotation to keep my head above float, pull this, I'm super happy. So as a flat water PFD for recreation, I think it's great, and that's what it's useful for. But let's not talk about whitewater. And there's a couple of reasons I don't think this is appropriate for whitewater at all. And the one thing, quickly, is there's a little thing to blow up in your mouth right here, and it's against your chest, and so it's a little uncomfortable. So if I'm paddling a lot and being super active, this would bother me if I'm just paddling all the time. So I'm not a huge fan of this being right here, and that's an important note for those of you that might get it for paddling. Also, storage-wise, if I want to store things like a knife, there are some tabs here, but I don't know if they're going to fit most river knives. There's a pocket, a Velcro pocket in the front for a little bit of storage, but this isn't going to carry much stuff like sunscreen or lip balm or rescue stuff, so storage is pretty minimal on this PFD too, where whitewater PFDs like to have a lot of storage. But the big thing is it only has 7.5 pounds of flotation if you fall out. So if you fall out of a raft or a kayak, it's typically a lot of times a violent swim. Your arms are flailing all over, you don't have control or presence of mind to grab this thing and pull it. And so for that reason, I think for whitewater, we need to have PFDs that have flotation that just works no matter what. You know, maybe on class 1 this is maybe appropriate, but anything more difficult, you can't depend on your ability to pull this for flotation. Or let's say that you hit your head and you're unconscious or whatever, and you can't get the extra flotation, or this just doesn't work for some reason. 7.5 pounds is just not really appropriate for whitewater. So again, I think it's a really cool PFD. I think for the ocean, for flat water supping and that kind of stuff, it's super cool. But I don't think it's good for whitewater. I know that the Mustang is doing more recreation stuff, and they'll have more cool PFDs coming out soon. If you want a low profile PFD, right now the Astral YTV is a great. It's a little bit bigger than this. I have one. It's great. It's simple. It's low profile. That I think is adequate for whitewater. It has 16 pounds-ish of flotation. But again, with just 7.5, this isn't good. Here's the thing you pull. I'm going to try it. I've never tried this before. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Once you pull the thing, you have this flotation. It's pretty nice, actually. I kind of want to swim with this thing. It worked well. It looks cool. I have a big belly now. But yeah, that's it for the Mustang Survival Khimera PFD. If you've used it before and have thoughts or questions, as always, leave comments in the comment section below. And yeah, that's it. See you next time. Thanks.